there, how's it going? I am here today to talk about some squats. Squats show up in almost every single workout that I do for myself or for my clients. The reason is it works the big muscles in our legs, and squatting shows up in all of our activities that we do throughout life, from sitting and standing in a chair to, sports and picking up a piece of furniture, right? So I'm going to show you a few ways that you can do a squat. And what I want you to remember is that you can take these versions that I show you. I'm going to show you kind of a progression. And anytime you are struggling with an injury or you just want to go back to basics and really make sure that your squat is on point, you can use any of these squat variations in any workout. So let's go. We're going to start with a chair. So yeah, grab a chair and let's go. Okay, so when it comes to squatting, you want to use the big muscles in your legs when you squat. The temptation and the way that most people end up doing their squat is they use their knees, and that's why squatting hurts your knees, right? But if you're doing it right, your squats shouldn't affect your knees. So we're going to start by sitting in a chair just to kind of find the alignment. You don't want your feet really close underneath you because then your knees are being strained. So you want to walk it out till your heels are kind of underneath your knees a little more. You're going to keep your core tight. I always say imagine there's a marble in your belly button and you just have to kind of pull it in just a little bit so it stays in the belly button. You're going to shift your weight forward. You can do hands on hips or chest or out in front. You're just going to shift your weight forward, pulling that marble up and in, pressing through your heels and standing tall. Awesome. And then you'll just do the same thing. Now, here's what I want you to remember. Anytime you squat, the first thing that starts to move is your hips. Hips going back will be the first thing that moves, not your knees, okay? So from the top, you're finding your heels. Marble is pulled into the belly button. Shift your hips back. You're using these big quads and glute muscles until you sit all the way down in your chair. And then you'll start again. Shift forward just a little bit, pull the marble up and in, press through the heels, stand tall. Lower yourself back down. Sometimes it's nice to have the arms out in front. Good. So that's a sit down, stand up squat. You can do this with weights. You can do this in any workout in which they want you to squat. You just do this instead. So now, how do we progress? Instead of sitting all the way down, you're going to do the same exact thing. Ground down through the feet. Hips are the first thing that move. And instead of sitting, you're just going to tap, boom, and stand tall. So if you can't quite tap the chair as low as it is, put some pillows or blankets or something to make the seat a little higher. And then you just tap, stand tall. My head is tall, right? I'm not tipping forward this way. My head is tall as if I had a big rack of weights on my shoulders, whether that's your goal to ever do or not. So once you get the tapping down, right, then it just becomes the same exact motion without the chair. So you can do this in front of your chair and continue to hover if that keeps you feeling safe. Feet are about hip width apart. My hips are going to be the first thing that moves. Belly button is engaged. Head stays tall. Sit down. Tap my imaginary chair and stand tall. And that's it. The weight should be in the back of the heel so that you're reminding yourself to use the big muscles, not the little muscles. And it's not really important about how low you go in your squat. It's more about, are you using the correct muscles, which are the big leg muscles that I've talked about. So I hope that this helps, and I hope that as you progress, you can keep those safety tips in mind and use any of those variations in either some of my workouts that I have coming for you or any other workout that you choose. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. I'll see you soon.